Hi everyone, I'm Chyill and welcome back to another Battlerite video. Today's video is my Raigon gameplay guide, and in this video I'll try to commentate while I play as Raigon for maybe about 2 games to sort of give you guys an idea of my thought process while I play as Raigon. So a couple of weeks ago I've released my full Raigon guide, and so this video today is sort of a supporting video to that full guide where I'll play and commentate at the same time. Once again, I'd like to reiterate that I'm not the best player in the world, and so my game sense and mechanics aren't exactly the greatest. But even so, I think doing such a video would be interesting because newer players can learn from this and better players can tell me what I'm doing wrong and so on as well. So yeah, with all that being said, let's get straight into the games. Okay, here we go. And first match, and we are in the Skyring Knight map. This is pretty good for us because we usually have a lot of war related mechanics with like our Dragon Palm and all that. The walls are in pretty decent spots, I would say, for Raigon, so that's pretty good because most people will sort of hang out in the middle sort of area, you know, like the walls are like that, right? And they sort of hang out in the middle area here, and so if you can manage to jump in and like do some damage, you can typically push them back up or down towards the walls. Maybe not to the right, but you know, it's better than nothing, so it's pretty good. And yeah, against Paloma, Ashka, and Raigon, I think I'll probably take this, just my standard build. Yeah, I don't even think I need to make much changes to it, honestly. Aerial Strike is really good because they have 2 ranged and I can jump into them really easily. Dragon Mastery is good for the burst damage. I always like Hit Long Rush because of the increased range. I guess if you like Binding Light, you could take that as well. Royal Descent for some nice damage, and Duelist is my survival Battlerite to sort of just stay alive, because it offers some pretty nice healing if you can deflect some attacks and all that. So yeah, pretty sort of all-round build that I like to use most of the time, just like for almost any situation basically. So there we go, just sort of engage into them like that. This Ashka is probably gonna use her space bar too, well, not her but his. And I think it's probably not ready yet, and I'm gonna just go in and do some damage there. Oh, there he avoided my E with the space bar. That's okay, but I'm just gonna reset and reflect some attacks. Thankfully, I got a damage, got a hit onto him with that. I'm expecting Paloma to have her counter, so there we go. I know he used his space bar already, so I'm gonna punish him for that. I was trying to aim for Paloma there, but unfortunately I missed. And let's just avoid this guy's ultimate, shall we? So I'm gonna use my EX Mouse one before I go in. I know he has riposte, so there you go, 15 damage twice as he spins like that. So pretty effective. Raigon's parry is like the best counter to Raigon's riposte. For a lot of burst damage. Unfortunately, she got her Q up just in time to save her life. And yeah, I think at this point it's pretty much just a matter of chasing her down and finishing off. There we go. And a Rook finished her off with a meat boat to the face. So yeah, pretty good round. And I think that pretty much actually just showcased, like, you know, what Raigon's supposed to do in a match. Pretty much you're just gonna hang back a little bit, use E, jump in, you know, do some damage, etc. And if there's a wall, use your R. When you need to retreat, use Q to reflect some attacks while retreating. Of course, you can try to dodge. Like, if you don't need to use Q to reflect attacks, you can just dodge and move back. You don't have to like press Q to walk back because you actually walk slower with Q. So definitely try to, like, you know, deflect attacks while you're walking back. And at this point, I'm just I don't want to hit that parry because it's probably aimed at my Rook, and that is just gonna knock my Rook back up. So we know that Ashka has used his space bar there, so we can go ahead and punish him. So see, every attack you deflect, you get a little heal, and we know Paloma has used the Q, so just gonna punish her now. There we go. And finish him off. Whee! So yeah, Raigon is pretty much all about identifying where like enemies are weak. So the moment we saw Ashka has used his spacebar, you know, jump in, do lots of damage, use your Dragon Palm. He was stuck in the corner, he cannot really go anywhere. Rook was onto him as well, so yeah. This you sort of have to, when you're playing as melee champions, not just Raigon, so like Shifu or Croak and so on, you gotta, in fact actually even range champions, like just, you gotta like look for when they are weak and, you know, go in with your aerial strike. So now he's used his parry, so that's like one of Raigon's biggest defensive, right? So just gonna go in and let's back out away for a while because our cooldowns are mostly expended. So we want to just relax a little bit, regain our cooldowns, recharge them, and before I go in, probably just use EX Moss 1 so that I have a bit of healing when I go in. Okay. Okay, now Ashka is literally out of cooldowns right now, so I'm just gonna wait for him. And there we go, finish. Because he used his spacebar, he used his E, so there we go. And I think at this point, Poloma's gonna die as well. There we go. Not much he could have done there. GG, well played. And yeah, pretty good round for us. I think definitely managed to showcase what Raigon's all about. Of course, I didn't really get to use much of his in-cap and his ult, but no matter, we still won the round. And yeah, I think the enemies aren't exactly that great, but it was still a pretty fun round and definitely showcased the importance of cooldown management and positioning. So yeah, let's move on to our second round now and see what sort of enemies we'll face. Okay. There we go, second round, and we are in Dragon Garden Night. I think, yeah, this is night. This is the night version, not the day version. It's definitely kind of dark, and it seems like we're facing off pretty much almost the same team. We've got Ashka, Paloma, and then but they have a Thorn instead of a Raigon, and we have a Blossom as well, but it's a different Blossom. So yeah, against this lineup, I think I can probably just get the exact same Battlerites that I went with earlier. I don't think there's any need to switch up the Battlerites because it worked earlier, like against Ashka and Paloma. Like the aerial strike was really useful in closing the gap. Royal Descent was really good in when your enemies have already used their escapes. You know, that 26 damage and the snare, it's really good for that initial burst where you're sort of just trying to do as much damage as you can in that small window where they are vulnerable, basically. Duelist, of course, if you're really good at, you know, reactively parrying, you can deflect some attacks and get some healing, so that's really nice. And of course, if you deflect a single attack, you get the free slicing wind charge, so that's really nice as well. And hit long rush for the general versatility, and Dragon Mastery for the burst damage. So let's just start the round and see what we can make of this. I know this Thorn player is pretty decent, so this should be a closer match than the first game earlier. So let's see how things go, shall we? So once again, at the start, I'll just sort of chill a little bit and try to find opportunities to jump in with my E. Unfortunately, he pulled me in with his Entangle Roots and thing. Oh, I actually got him. Okay. So I'm gonna just reflect some attacks. Avoid his mouse tools a little bit because I didn't have my Q anymore at that point. And just reset. Sort of waiting for my E to cool down because I want to jump in with it. Okay, that's a nice... Oh! That was a nice little thingy there and in cap. So I sort of tried to capitalize on that and use my Dragon Palm. Okay, just try to... Both me and Blossom had the same idea of trying to reflect that. Oh, that was a nice panic by Paloma. I forgot that she had a panic ready. I'm gonna use my Slicing Wind here just to get some healing back. So I think, yeah, he used his spacebar earlier and that's why we can safely just go onto him. And at this point, I think it's not ready yet again, and we're just gonna use our full ultimate on him. Okay, I was trying to bait out the Q, the counter there, but is he gonna use it? Oh no, I used it. I used my mouse a little too early. There we go. That's the thing about Thorn's R, is that he's sort of standing still, so it's really easy to aim like your space bars and all that. He used his Q here, but his mouse 2 is gone now as well. Yeah, at this point is when she's the weakest, you know, she has no space bar, no Q, and no mouse 2. That's the time to jump into the Paloma and do as much damage as you can. But of course, again, at that time it was 3 versus 1, so it didn't really matter that much. But assuming, like, if you imagine people are still alive, then, you know, that's the best time to sort of jump onto her, because she's weak at the time, she's vulnerable, and yeah. So if you realize, I actually haven't got to use my in-cap as much in this round. Typically I use in-caps on like melee champions to sort of just stop them from attacking my teammates basically. When I go in for attacks, I seldom like use the in-cap. Okay, sort of just let's get out of there because and reset. Don't want to take too much damage being stuck over there. Okay. Whoops. Okay. Okay. Oh my god! I thought that was gonna hit, but anyways, it'll be nice if it could hit, because then their Paloma would be like sort of unable to move for a while, and then we can do some damage to the teammates. So now I'm just gonna sort of run around this wall here and hopefully try to rejoin my Blossom, because it's probably a bad idea to leave her alone. Oops. And at this point I think I should probably in-cap someone, which is the Ashka. Try to do some damage. Whoops. And in-cap this guy again. Oh, let's get out of there from the Ashka thing. Get some heals. Thank you very much.
Enemy team won the orb.
And finish Ashka off that way. Phew. Luckily we didn't die there. And we've got this Thorn here. I know he's gonna spacebar, and we got him there. And now it's just Paloma left. Okay, let's cancel that so that we don't get panicked by that. Okay, there's the mouse 2 gone. And I think we can probably safely go for her at this point.
Your team won the orb.
Yeah, because she's used like almost all her cooldowns. And let's jump in for the damage and kill. Because I think she probably has a cooldown ready. I think her mouse 2 is probably ready by then. So I didn't want to break it and not have to do lethal damage. So my best bet on lethal damage was my spacebar, and that's why I decided to walk back a little bit and spacebar after that. So that's one combo you can do, is like, you know, you can in-cap and then walk back a little bit and spacebar. You have enough time for it. Like I think just barely. Like if you in-cap and then you jump onto them, right? And you sort of walk back immediately, you can have enough time to jump onto them after that. The in-cap lasts long enough for that. So yeah. Now once again, I'll just sort of chill at the back and wait for a while. The E cooldown is actually pretty long, so every time you use it, try to make the most out of it. I thought that Wolf was gonna come to me, so that's why I used my parry. Okay, he used his spacebar, and now he should be vulnerable, so I'm gonna just go and do as much damage. Reflect that thing. Jump onto him, because he's going for the greens, but I'm denying his greens. Unfortunately, he got me with the stun. Okay, and I'm just gonna leave him alone for now because my cooldowns are not ready. So
Enemy team claimed the orb.
okay, so Paloma has used her Q, used her mouse too. She's pretty weak right now, but unfortunately, our Blossom also got taken out. So we just gotta play this a bit more carefully. In-cap the Ashka. He's used his spacebar. Oh shit, Paloma actually got me with that. Whoops. So a big misplay there, but it was gonna be quite a tough match anyways. 2 versus 3, and we don't have a healer. So anyway, unfortunately this match is not for us, rather this round is not for us because our Blossom got taken out early. But nevertheless, I think we should be able to come back and win it the next round. I'm just trying to think about like what could have went wrong earlier. I think the mistake was that I left my Blossom alone and I was chasing after the Ashka, and perhaps I think my Rook was also sort of off doing his own thing and we left our Blossom to die. So probably should stick with the Blossom a little bit more instead of just going too aggressive and leaving my teammate behind. Because even though I did manage to do some good damage onto Ashka, I don't think it's worth it having my Blossom killed for it. Okay, I didn't actually want to get hit by that stun. That was quite cute. Okay, I got hit by the stun. I actually wanted to run in there with my mouse too. Okay, let me help out my Rook a little bit. Reflect some of those. Okay.
Your team claimed the orb.
Oh, I was trying to go for that Paloma. Unfortunately, it was just out of range. Okay, let's avoid that thorn pool over there. Unfortunately, we got hit by the E. Let's do a bit of damage there. Try not to die.
Team claimed the orb.
Hopefully I'm not dying. Okay. Just gonna run away here. My health is really low, so I gotta be really careful with what I choose to do. Oh no! The Ashka did a really nice stun there. I was like, oh, Thorn is here. Okay, let's hit him a little bit and do some damage to him, while hopefully getting like some heals out of my attacks. But that didn't work out too well, unfortunately. So they're doing having a pretty good comeback here, and I'm not sure if my teammates can win through this. They're doing a pretty good job at kiting us and doing some damage. Because we are two melees and they have two sort of range characters and we have only one. So they can, if they're playing really well, they can sort of kite us and do these sorts of stuff. So yeah, now it's 2-2. Hopefully we come back and win the last round. Because otherwise it'll be kind of disappointing. Because we were winning 2-0 and then like they will have a reverse sweep or something. So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna try to, instead of just protecting my Blossom, I'm gonna try to in-cap a little bit more and try to play a little bit more conservatively and only go in when there are chances. Okay, so we're gonna practice good habits, good Battlerite habits right now. Control the center, in-cap, and you know, go in when there are opportunities. Okay. Oh shit. That range is actually longer than I expected. But alright. Let's wait for some heals. Let's grab the orb. I could punch the orb away, but I didn't have energy for it just now. So he's used his spacebar offensively. So I'm gonna try to punish him a little bit more now. Okay. Watch out for the R. Now he's used his spacebar again. And I can go in onto him again. I can out damage a Thorn, so that's okay. In-cap the Ashka and do maximum damage, and there we go. That was all we needed, seriously. Because the Blossom did a really nice stun as well. Avoid that damage. Actually, I could have took it purposely to you know, just so that it's an easy gap close. Okay, she mouse tooled herself. I'm not sure where is she going. Okay. We know Thorn has no spacebar now, and so he's pretty There we go. I think we got this. Yeah. It's pretty vulnerable when without his spacebar. So if you're having troubles against Thorn, just wait for his spacebar to be used, whether aggressively or defensively, and then just jump in. Of course, if he has backup, sort of try to be careful a little bit. But otherwise, if he's like alone or like he's just out of position a little bit, you can take the opportunity and just punish him. And just like the Ashgar just now as well, he was separated from his team and I in-capped him. So, you know, just gonna go all out. Hopefully he doesn't have any escape cooldowns ready. And yeah, punished him. And I think he was like half health and he just went down to 0. And that's the power of Dragon Mastery. You know, the 2R casts with Royal Descent, with the in-cap and Aerial Strike. That all adds up to a lot of burst damage if you can isolate an enemy. So yeah, that was Raigon. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and it was informative to you guys. It's pretty quick one. Actually, it wasn't that quick actually because of the 2 rounds that we lost to the opponent. But in any case, hopefully you guys learned something. And if you guys managed to spot any mistakes, I'm sure you guys did, because like the 2 rounds that we lost, it's obvious that we did do some mistakes there. And even those that we won, I'm sure we made a couple of mistakes as well, because I remember being low health for quite a lot of some of the rounds. So yeah. You know, leave any questions you have down in the comment section below. Leave any suggestions, thoughts, and all those in the comments. If you guys fancy watching me play Battlerite live, you guys can check me out on Twitch at twitch.tv/Chyill. And yeah, that's about it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys have a great day as well. Thank you for watching. And until next time, guys, keep gaming, stay chill, and I'll see you guys in the next one, okay? Bye-bye.